Hey all, welcome back to my channel. So in this video, after a lot of contemplation and courage, I am here to talk about my experience on premature delivery. My daughter was born at 29 plus 3 weeks in my 7th month of pregnancy, that is due to the complications in the placenta. From the day I conceived, I was having a placenta that was growing down towards the cervix. The tip of my placenta was touching the cervix where a big blood clot was formed. And at the end of my 5th month of pregnancy, one fine day when I woke up, I noticed bleeding. And when we rushed to hospital, we found that our baby was safe, but this is due to the clot. The doctor managed to pull out the clot and gave me injections, steroid injections, and gave me full bed rest. Again, the bleeding continued in portions few days after the first episode, and at the beginning of the 7th month, I ended having a very big episode of bleeding at midnight, 2 o'clock, almost losing a half liter of blood and amniotic fluid at once. For this, I was rushed to a very big hospital who was specialized in taking care of such severe cases, and they managed to control my bleeding through steroids and sent me home after a 1 week of hospitalization. Within 3 weeks, that is end of my 7th month, the day we decided to do my baby shower in a simple manner, I noticed bleeding again and I was rushed to hospital. This time, since it was already my third episode, the doctors decided it is best to take out the baby, since it that was the best option for both the mother and the child, and that's how my daughter was born. The moment they took out my daughter, they put her in an incubator and she was in NICU, that is neonatal intense care unit, for 35 days. Yes, 35 days. And when I first saw her, I remember breaking down uh, emotionally, because every mother's dream is to hold the baby the moment they are born, and unfortunately I could not hold the baby until my baby was 15 days old, and every time I would go to NICU and hold her through kangaroo care. So maybe I'll talk about all these terminology and how it was done in my future videos. But the next point I want to talk here is about the cost. It was very expensive. Both me and my husband have exhausted our insurance, and over and above that, we had taken personal loan of 8 lakhs to clear the hospital bill, and the EMIs we are still paying through. So it was very emotionally and financially draining for us. But at the end of the day, I believe my daughter is healthy, fine, and happy, and nothing is comparable to that. Now, my daughter, after coming home, did not, thankfully with God's blessings, did not face any complications. She walked at 14 months. She started talking at 14 months, and now she's 2.5. She's completely caught up with her age. We have not seen any lag with her growth. Usually people say that some premature babies tend to have developmental delays, but thanks to God, he has shown us what a miracle is, and we have never seen any developmental delays with her. It just took her while to crawl. I think it was at 10 months she first crawled, which at that point I was getting worried, but doctor assured me that since she was a premature baby, it is fine. Now coming to the weight of the baby, my baby was only 1.25 kilos when she was born, and at the time of discharge after 35 days she was 1.8 kilos. So you can imagine such a small and a lightweight baby. We got home with so many instructions and training, and so it's very emotional at this point to still talk about it. But I was very traumatized to see a pregnant lady also for a very long time, until even my girl turned 1 year. Though I kept telling myself that everything is fine, everything ended well, but the trauma did not leave me. Thanks to my second pregnancy, that I ended up carrying my son full term without any complications, enjoying every day of my pregnancy. That this trauma left me, and I'm able to finally talk about it in front of you people. Many people who didn't know around us that my child was premature always had to comment, why is your baby looking so small, your baby is so tiny. uh, so if you know, if around you who has given birth to a premature baby, please do not use such terms with them. It is very painful. You do not know what pain that mother probably had gone through, so please do not make such comments like your baby is thin, your baby is small, why is it, why did you bleed and all that. So that's that one picture of my baby in incubator. If you like my video, please